Welcome back to WIS News Primetime. Mental health matters in Columbia. That's the message many local advocates look to share, but it's the main focus of the Mental Illness Recovery Center Incorporated, known as Mirci.
The nonprofit has been serving the community for over 60 years as they work to provide affordable permanent housing, behavioral health care, and more. And here to tell us more about their efforts is the Chief Clinical Officer, Julie Miller. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, and thanks so much for what you do. Give us an idea a little bit about some of the programs that Mirci offers, because as we know, so many struggle and some in silence, but you guys do a lot of work to make sure that they're living productive lives.
Yes. So as you said, we're a nonprofit. We started over 60 years ago, and we started when individuals were discharged from the state hospital system, but there really wasn't a place for them to go. So we started as a social club, and we evolved over the years into full-fledged behavioral health care. We have 3 clinical teams. We know that mental illness brings about adversity, and so we try to tackle housing insecurity, benefits assistance, and of course the clinical services as well.
Yeah. We really do offer a lot of resources, and you said over 60 years?
Yes.
So how has that changed over the years, especially to now, because I feel like mental health is becoming more of a conversation, but it still needs to be very open, and sometimes that is hard. So what is it like to kind of make that conversation more open for everyone?
Correct. So like I said, when we started, it wasn't really planned where people would go once they were discharged. So it started as a social club just to give them activities to do together. And then we realized that having a mental illness diagnosis like schizophrenia, schizoaffective, bipolar, or major depression adversely impacts their life and causes them to maybe not be able to function. So we needed to approach the barriers that they're facing, whether that is not having adequate housing or the benefits. So I think we've just evolved into finding solutions to the problems.
Sure, and in terms of doing that, you know, some of the statistics that I saw with Mirci and just what you're able to do, it really is outstanding and pretty impressive when you talk about, you know, people who perhaps have had a hospitalization in the past, what you're able to do for them to make sure that they're able to function in society.
Correct, yes. The statistics speak for themselves. Of course, the feel-good stories, you know, people like to hear about those, but the numbers speak. And I worked in a hospital system before, so I really like the data that we're able to provide. So we save the local hospital systems $6.1 million every year. Last year, we provided housing to 316 of our neighbors, and we provided over 32,000 behavioral health services. So we also reduced the hospitalizations. So from pre-Mirci involvement to post, we reduced it 70%.
Wow.
So
those are significant impacts. Julie, I know you said you just worked in the hospital and you work with Mirci. What is your why? Why are you so passionate about this? What makes you want to be involved with this organization?
So when I worked in the hospital system, I saw a lot of the same people, and I didn't get to see the progress. So I knew about Mirci through serving on a board, and I just wanted to be a part of the solution, and Mirci to me is a part of the solution for our community.
Yeah, you know, I think for those who are battling issues like that, or for family members in particular, I think so many of them, you know, need to know that there is hope and that there is healing, and that's what you guys are offering. And I'm sure that's got to be such an exciting mission. What would you say? I mean, we've definitely heard more about mental illness in the past several years in particular, but what would you say are some of the big drivers for some of this? Hard to put your finger on it necessarily.
Well, I think the good thing is we all went through COVID together. So that was a universal event, and it opened the dialogue. So I think the takeaway for people in our community is to just have open communication about it and watch their language when they speak about it, because you never know if somebody in your church, in your neighborhood is going through something.
It really is. I think talking about it, letting it know that it's not a secret, it doesn't need to be a secret, everybody struggles. Now we actually have a full screen with details because y'all have a program coming up. Is that correct? So tell us a little bit about your upcoming programming Thursday, October 24th, the Mirci Facilities Tour. Tell us a little bit about what people can expect.
We invite individuals to come and tour our properties, and we take them. We have a transitional home for young men, and we take them there and to our different apartment communities to see where individuals live.
Awesome. And then we also have the Mary Mercy Holiday Hop coming up on December 12th and a very special announcement on September 19th. So
stay tuned for that.
Yes, you have to. We're going to have all of this information on our website, wistv.com. Thank you so much for coming here today and speaking with us.
Yes,
I appreciate
thank
it.
you.